My God.
Right side, no matter how this goes, we learn something, you know?
I saw that meme the other day. It's like the Japanese and the Nazis during World War II, like rediscovering that boiling people kills them.
Oh yeah, dude. The Japanese were like, "What if we put antifreeze in him? Oh, he hates it." What if we put even more? Oh, and some guy at one point had to come into like Unit 7 or whatever that was.
731.
Be like, "What are we? Have you learned anything?" And they're like, "No, but it's a lot of fun." Like,
they did. They learned a
of
lot of stuff, then the Allies took it and used it. You know, because they would do things like freeze someone for certain, like put them in frigid weather and expose them to that to give them hypothermia, and then save them, and then freeze them a little more next time and save them again. Sort of discovering at what stages you can save someone, what the best methods to save someone are. But you know, they're torturing live prisoners of war to death, basically.
But when we get there, like,
I thought everyone
take the research. We may as well have the research.
I thought the research came through and we saw the documentation. Everyone was like, this is all useless.
Oh,
I'm sure there was stuff that was useless.
You would think,
how do we even apply
something? Maybe one thing.
Yeah,
you didn't learn one piece of information that would have been, but apparently they're just like, nah, it's all a wash. We got.
I choose to believe that's propaganda if they said that, because what they don't want to say is like, actually, yeah, we've saved so many lives since that Japanese torture group gave us all their research. We of course didn't punish them; they all went free. I bet they didn't. I bet they didn't punish those guys.
You know, in Unit 731, there was like one brilliant oncologist who's like walking past people, like using propane torches on frogs' legs to like get to work. And they're just like fucking around. And he's like, "Oh, I have to learn about the cancer." And so that might be what we learned from one good guy who was trying to make it right while everybody else was injecting antifreeze. I keep thinking antifreeze. That was a thing, right? That was an actual.
They would inject STDs in them and cut them vertically in half and stuff. They did some crazy stuff.
Vivisection.
Inject STDs into pregnant women's babies and make the prisoners do shit with each other. They had apparently there was a person in there that was like, "Oh, this is super fucked up," and he could have been marked as a traitor. I'm pretty sure I'm getting this correctly, and a prisoner that he spoke with that was just beyond help just asked for a mirror.
Yeah, we pardoned those guys.
He was the one. I think he the one that basically blew the whole thing open, right? That guy.
The main reason that Unit 731 members were pardoned by the U.S. Is because we didn't want any other country to get their hands on the data and results of the unit's biological experiments, as well as the fact that the U.S. knew that they would never be able to get the results by conducting their own experiments, as the Japanese were only able to get that data by performing lethal experiments on thousands of prisoners they took during the war.
Wait, so you said they did learn something?
Yeah, so they learned lots and lots of it. Well, I mean, just the hypothermia thing was super valuable, but they did thousands of different kinds of biological experiments.
Ask ChatGPT,
because I googled it too.
What is he going to say to us?
I asked ChatGPT. I did that already, and the answer is no. Nothing usable, nothing reliable.
Fucking Mossad AI ass fucking
right. And they said the only thing that did come out of it was like some sort of rules that you can't do this anymore, and a permanent reminder of why ethics matter in science. So then I was like, all right, well, that's ChatGPT. Who knows? Maybe it's the freaking big chat trying to lie to us.
Grok, and Grok was like, fuck yeah, dude, they learned a lot, bro.
I Googled it, and the first source said it was a resounding no. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then Kyle has yeses. So I don't know what to think.
Yeah, this is full
anymore.
Of historian yeses over here. They're talking about they would put them in pressure chambers and like pull the air out, and they were using that to test their survivability for air crews at altitude during the time in pressurized cabins if they lost pressurization and were exposed to low O2 and low temperatures and stuff. I think they learned a lot of stuff.
High altitude experiments. I'm reading about that one on Wikipedia right now. Is that where you are?
No, I'm on Reddit.
Oh, okay.
Bring that up to ChatGPT. Be like, so what's up with these high altitude experiments? It'll be like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I learned a little bit.
Ooh,
yeah.
Field tests deploying biological weapons on Chinese populations, causing widespread outbreaks and deaths Estimates of 200,000 plus.
Jewish people did make a lot of noise about Nazi Germany, but Japan was on some really fucked up shit.
I would say, like, and I hate to say it in front of you, but the Japs were worse.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they were. I'm like,
They were ruthless.
Because, like, the Nazi, like Jews aside, and like the other minority groups that they targeted for extermination aside, when they would capture an American serviceman, seemingly they would respect the rules of war and like, we captured you. Now you're a prisoner in a Nazi war camp. You go in there. Like, apparently, that seemed like the thing they would do, and they didn't think less of you because that's how European war has been fought for thousands of years. But the Japanese were like, "Oh, you surrendered? Well, you're not even a person anymore, much less a fellow soldier.
Yeah. Dishonorable.
Dogaroo." And they're lopping people's heads off for funsies and shit with those goddamn.
You think like
swords.
Mengele ever got invited on like a like a little trip?
He's a gas. He's pale. He's a gas.
He's going over there and he's like, yeah, they think I don't go hard in the paint. I go hard in the paint. And then like he gets there and he's like, you have to at least like have the pretense of trying to learn something. You know, that's just kind of the key of this.
You're not even writing anything down.
You're not even writing anything down. There are a lot of eyeball measurements I'm seeing. Like,
I took the altitude thing to ChatGPT. It didn't like it either. Inconsistent results. Later experiments contradicted what they found. Yada yada yada. I don't know what's true.
I think that
some researchers argue certain experiments, freezing, mustard gas, tuberculosis, pathogen delivery methods, showed some methodological rigor and produced data used in real biowarfare attacks.
Oh, that's the other thing. Like we're kind of looking at this from the side of like preventative medicine and treatments, that like the good side of what they were learning. But there's also the evil side of what they were learning, like how to deliver biological weapons, which biological weapons were best at killing people in certain scenarios, how long it takes to kill a person from X pathogen or Y pathogen or whatever.
The delivery method is simple. First, you get a bat to poop on a pig. And then that pig somehow gets in contact with a person.
It is a like who walk into bar joke. I can't get it to poop on the pig. Pig is quick, man.
Before the end of World War